What 3 days on the booze can really do. I remember the first time I ever had a really, I would say a long binge. Must have been, I was about 30. And my ex-wife had got a promotion at work and she was working away. For me, that was like glory days. I laugh about it now, but it was pretty horrendous when I think about how much I drank, how much I spent, and the trouble I could have got myself into. And I used to work in central London, and we would finish 2:30 on a Thursday. She was going to be away for about 2 weeks. It was only me and the dog. I lived in a place called Epping, lovely place. Lots of nice pubs. I also worked in the West End, so I had access to central London. Just jumping the underground, about an hour. So I decided, I knew I was a heavy drinker, but I decided I'm going to have 3 days away from everything. My next shift after the Thursday was going to be Monday nights. We used to install at 10:30. I thought, I'll be fine. And I got a few £100 out of the bank. In those days, more cash. I actually got a few off credit card. That's a different story. So we finished at 2:30 on a Thursday, and we used to go to this police club in central Soho. And I drank there. I didn't normally go this Thursday, They used to have a thing every month, because we only had one weekend off a month then. I didn't normally go, but I knew a lot of people went, and I thought, I should go this day because I wasn't going to get any hassle at home. So I went there, and this is the first day, the Thursday, I had a few pints there. I thought I'll go to Chinatown. There's a place called the One Key. Anybody who knows central London, south of Shaftesbury Avenue, there's a place called the One Key. It's a huge Chinese restaurant. The staff are very rude. It's quite funny, really. You get a good bit of nosh there for very little money, really. Still good now. I went there, then I headed back to Epping. I got back at a reasonable time. I had a few drinks in the pub there, and had a few more in the Forest Gate, which is right in the middle of the forest. Went home, had some more drinks. I drank virtually all of the Thursday night into Friday morning. I was pretty young and fit. I was about 30. So Friday I thought, it's great that I've got like all the weekend to myself. I'll just hit the source. Went along the high street, 11 o'clock. I remember drinking this Castle and Maine 4X. I don't know if it's still around. I wasn't really strong on a few of them on the Friday. I'll never forget this weekend, because of various things I'll probably not be able to go into on here, but I just remember this weekend in particular. So I had a few of them and I thought, what am I going to do today? It's a lovely day. I might as well head into the West End, because I knew the boozers. I knew some of the managers, because we frequented a lot of the Sam Smith's pubs in those days. I didn't feel rough. I had a bit of a headache, but that was fine. So I drank all day Friday, and then came back. I went to this pub, had a bit of a late license in Epping. At about 1 o'clock, that's Friday night going to Saturday morning. And I thought, God, I better take that dog out. Took him out, came back, and I was feeling a bit wobbly, really. I didn't feel particularly well, but I felt up, I just had too much to drink. Myself somebody eating, went to bed. Woke about midday on the Saturday. So I've been drinking from Thursday, 2:30, right through more or less. Saturday I felt rough, really rough. And for the first time at home, I thought, well, I must have a can of beer or a bottle of beer to pull myself round. It was the first time I actually used it as a bit of a crutch, as in to get moving. So I had 2 or 3 of them. I remember walking the dog over the forest in the Forest Gate pub, and the manager there sort of looked at me. You all right, type thing? I said, oh yeah, I just had a bit of a heavy session. He said, you look great. What did his expression was, you look grey around the gills, whatever that means. And I knew it wasn't right, but I still continued to drink, as you do. But I thought, well, I've got the weekend off. I have to go back to work on Monday night. So carried on the Saturday, I felt a bit better. When you just have the hair of the dog, you feel a bit better, don't you? Because it takes away the pain of the hangover. So I then went back, I got an Indian takeaway, had some of that to eat, and I went back to the high street again. There's a band on, met a few people I knew, did a few crazy things. Got back late again, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. I thought, well, I've still got the whole of Sunday to go. So I've been in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the whole of Sunday to go. The house was a tip. I mean, a tip was just cartons, takeaway cartons. I mean, it was immaculate prior to that. The dog was happy, and he was getting overfed. And I thought, I've got to get this cleaned up at some point. The bollocks to it Sunday, I feel rough. I had a hair of the dog again. Had a few bottles of Star out the garage. Another nice day, sat in the garden, trying to pull myself together a bit. And I proceeded then to go along the high street again and drink most of the day again. And then Sunday night, there was a little bar that was open really late on a Sunday night, about 1 o'clock. Had a few dubious characters in it. Probably one of them was me, but you understand what I mean? Maybe on the wrong side of the law. I don't know for definite, but it was a bit of a strange place. I thought, well, I've got to get another drink in there. Because once you get into the drink, the inhibitions just disappear and you think, I'll just drink, won't you? You worry about Monday night. So I drank Sunday, and I drank really late on Sunday night, Monday morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning. I thought, well, I've got to try and get to bed, so sober up on the Monday. I'll sleep all day, you see. So I'm going to bed on the Monday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning. Thinking, well, I don't feel that well, but I'll go to bed and I must be all right by tomorrow night. And I woke up in the afternoon, I've been sick in the bed. I thought, gee, I never get sick with the booze. The dog was jumping a bit to try and get out, because he hadn't been out for ages. I wanted to take him out. I thought, I've got to tidy this house up a little bit. I know she wasn't back for about a week, but I still need to tidy up a little bit and get some clothes ready for work. And this isn't on the Monday. I felt so bad. I had to ring in and take some annual leave. Fortunately, I called the office just before it closed. I need 3 days annual leave. There's been an emergency, as you do. It wasn't sick leave, just annual leave. I had loads of spare annual leave at that time. I thought they'd give me another 3 days to pull myself together. And obviously, what did I do? I had another hair of the dog to pull myself around a bit. And the same thing happened again, Monday night. Then I went to Tuesday. Tuesday I went to the West End again. I thought, I'm going to have to take the rest of the week off. So I rang again and said, I need the whole week off annual leave. Okay, that's not a problem. But I had nearly another week, didn't it? So I tried to settle it down a bit after that. But I remember feeling horrendous after that weekend, and I'll never ever forget it again. Because the only day I did the Thursday long day on the booze in the West End when people had finished work. We started early too. And that was the start, I think, the pivotal point of when my drinking went from heavy to being out of control at times. I wasn't out of control every day, but those weekends became more and more regular, if that makes sense. And then holidays, annual leave, when I was away, became more and more regular. Hair of the dog, and even top up drinking on holiday. And I had to try and calm it all down again when I go back to work. But the fears come in then, the anxiety comes in. What about work? What will people think? Have I made any mistakes? Have I rung anybody I shouldn't have rung? And all this sort of thing. And the anxiety was massive. So, if you feel yourself needing this couple of days on the booze, just to have a bit of fun, you're really in the wrong place. And it's time to put the brakes on it. Because alcohol, in small doses, although it's harmful to your body, can still be quite nice at times for the odd person, had a glass of wine with a steak and that sort of thing. But not for us. If you're watching this, you've got an alcohol problem. You might not have an alcohol problem, I don't know. But certainly not for me, because I'm an alcoholic. It's as simple as that, and I can never drink again. I did try, after I was off it for a few years, to try and drink again, try and control it, but I couldn't. But I know that weekend in particular, I'll never forget it. I can remember all the steps of that weekend and exactly what happened, who I spoke to more or less, and even the price of a pint, which pubs I went into. And I'll never forget that. And I think that's the time that I really slipped into it. So 72 hours was probably longer than that, but it's sort of three days heavy on the sauce, and it really, really took it out of me. And I was young and fit at the time, so there's no chance of me doing it anymore. Just simple as that. And when I get older, as you get older anyway, you can't recover from these hangovers as quickly. It's taking you days, it took me a week, and I was trying to try and cut down a little bit. Even when I went to work, I still felt a bit rough. With the anxiety of worrying about, what's going on and what will people think of me and all this stuff. But nobody gives a toss, really, as long as you turn up. But bear that in mind. If you're feeling rough, feeling anxious, get in touch with me. I do one-to-ones as well. I've got an ebook out as well. There's a link in the description. But if you're starting to do this binge drinking when you're already a regular drinker, you're in big, big trouble. If you benefit from these videos, then please like and subscribe. Let's grow the channel. Because the more people that support the channel, the more I can do with it. And the more I can keep it going, the more motivational it'll become. More people involved, get more comments, get more information about it all. It's very complicated. It's a very complex subject, alcoholism. And it's not to be taken lightly. It's a very serious problem in the UK and worldwide, as we all know. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Take care.